one's my favorite because it sounds a little bit more yeah.
Yeah.
Got that kick.
Yeah, exactly. It's got that. It's got that attitude with it, you know.
Nights golden bracers and shield of mine. Eyes flashing crimson hue, ready to ignite.
It has to have that in this episode.
Dark alleyways where secrets stay hid.
This is the one that we sent out.
Fearless code that makes the system drift. Kindred of the night, we thrive in shadows. Untamed spirits with the moonlight follows. Forgottenness in the open gallows. We are the whispers that no one.
Oh, you made it.
You already want to make these, so you're good.
Aside from just like, I really like the chorus as well. Just everything together is very nice. I like it. Ooh, can I take a sip of this drink? Yes, I can.
Flee into the darkness, we never fall. Ancient bloodlines hear the midnight call. Silent conspiracies beneath us all. Kindred spirits in an urban sprawl.
Yeah.
Alright. Welcome to
Anyway.
Malta by Night. We are episode 17. Does that make sense? Yeah?
Well, it's been that long, Jesus Christ.
I've not been counting them.
No? Okay.
Wow.
Whoops.
17 sessions feels like a long time.
It has.
It is a lot.
So, we have a lot of closed chapters, closing one after the other. Last time we've been here, we had the Tatiana chapter closed. Mikhail done. Tatiana went off and had to
But
check
somehow,
where humanity stands at this point. Unfortunately, she couldn't be with us today. She's not well. However, that's fine because I think it makes sense for this episode for her to just kind of not be in the scene. Like, I think it would be really awkward trying to fit her in. It was about to go down.
She did disappear, so who knows where she is?
Yeah.
on friendly. We wish her a speedy recovery.
Yeah, and if you're watching this, we miss you already. Get well soon. Until next session, Tatiana. In the meantime, we have Miles, Mumbles, and Frank still amongst us. The track that you're listening to right now, which might be just a bit faint, is something that I was working on for my group. I'm currently working in different songs for each and every one of them. So yeah, let's just phase that out actually. Coolio. Alright, so without further ado, let's kick off where we left. So from your side of the spectrum on the island of Malta, we have Mumbles, which has one hand claws out, and Miles kind of just there taking the scene as one of Mumbles, I guess, goons, or not even, no, one of Mumbles' kindred, sorry, is there's like really taken aback. We have the ashes of Mikhail onto the ground, and Frank is currently navigating his way through the building, the HQ of Mumbles, down in Pietà. We're in Pietà, we're in Mumbles building HQ at the moment. Inside is completely trashed, and let's get the scene rolling. Starting from Miles, go ahead. From your point of view, how does this tale continue?
He's going to perceive the situation right now, saying that we've just taken care of Michael. He's going to take a deep breath in, sheets his knife back, his pocket knife back into his coat pocket, and he kind of approaches Mumbles slowly, startled her. Michael is dead. Like his ashes are scattered to the winds. I'd imagine, or are they still there?
Well, it's on a windy night, and it's just a pile on the roof floor.
I like to take a plastic bag and maybe like a brush of sorts, and I have to get a bit of the ashes inside. Just
Soup.
Soup, for evidence. Ziplock it. Book it in my pocket before I kind of rise up. I turn to Mumbles, who's still looking at her claws. I go and I say, "That's one problem solved."
A big one, too. Good idea. Will be good to make some sort of example, I suppose. But, just so you know, she kind of like stretches the fingers. They're not going.
That's strange. Could maybe be his blood on the nails.
Well, if he infected Jeffrey with something, she finally decides to just stop messing around and just kind of lets her arm fall to the side. If he infected Jeffrey with something, his own blood must have.
Gone on you.
For one silly moment, I thought, why not? Why not drain it? But no, I'm not that stupid.
We'd be seeing you turn to him then. He chuckles to himself.
Maybe something worse, but yeah, that's not gonna happen. Do you think I should have stopped?
Attacking him? Killing him?
No, I mean, Jana. Do you think I should have stopped?
He kind of gives a sigh. I'd say no. I'm more worried about where she's gone right now.
Well, if I know one thing about Kindred, not cope well with certain things. We might have another cleanup, but I wasn't really going to stop her. What's left for here, whatever she had left of her past is dead.
Well, it's been dead for a long time.
Yeah, but now she didn't know what had happened to him. She never saw his corpse or his ashes. Now she kind of like kicks a little bit, like what's left over that mouse didn't grab in the bag.
Did you say something? Sorry.
Yeah, she said, no, turn back.
Your mic is disconnecting. It's not really that clear. Sorry. It's been like cutting off a bit.
Is it better like this?
Yeah.
Yep.
She said, well, there's no going back.
Yep.
I'm going back now.
And she
True.
kicks a bit, piles of the ashes.
No, well, we weren't really able to turn back for a long time, but he gives a bit of a shrug. If you're worried about the blood, if you want, I can maybe see if I could do my magic on it, quotation marks. See if anything's all about it. Make sure there's no troubles with it. If you're not worried about it.
Well, unless it's gonna go Evil Dead on me, and she kind of like,
He chuckles. Doubt that, but
Later.
Later.
I've got. She kind of falls silent midway. Got people.
Mhm.
Got a call.
Yeah.
She kind of like slumps her shoulders. Takes off the sunglasses, finding it a little bit weird with the claws, and she just kind of does it with difficulty. Kind of looks annoyed. Just puts them in her pocket.
Miles is looking at the difficulty with a bit of a small smile, like finding it a little bit amusing, but he hides it easily. He says, "Well, let's get down to the business that we were supposed to work on before we got rudely interrupted
Yeah.
again."
What was that again?
Checking the laptop of Norman.
Ah, yeah. She kind of like rolls her shoulders where the backpack is located.
We cut
And
scene
Miles-
onto Frank. Frank, at this point, you've kind of went through some stuff here. You managed to find a couple of ammunition that has been hidden strategically, supposedly, in certain areas around the building. You've managed to help out whatever kindred is left. The others, the goons, are pretty much gone for at this point, be it, you know, disemboweled or impaled.
So, what's the body count?
You have about 12 bodies in total scattered between 3 floors.
These are all Mumbles' crew, I presume.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know I liberated at least 2 kindred who were staked.
Three kindreds, one of which went upstairs. The other 2 are kind of like following you around, taking in the mess, and kind of swearing in Italian.
So I'm up on 1 hunger because I had to give them some blood. Yeah, I remember I told one of them that I'm his best friend, so I'll come and collect him later. Yeah, but for the time being, I'll just it's when you say this ill quarters in Pietà, I mean, do you mean political party quarters or just?
No, this is just so it's strategically located between the 2 party quarters, so it's right in the middle of both of them. It's basically a joint house, a flat.
Next to the school, Mala.
Yes, very close by, actually. Yes, for those of you who know Pietà, basically it's very close to the school area, just a stone's throw away from the cemetery, and
Then there's modern computers as well.
exactly.
Yeah.
So basically, imagine it is.
But it's nondescript.
Yeah, it's
generic corporate.
Yeah, it's basically a building which supposedly should have been like old flats, but turned into offices.
And that bettable though, like alright, mush. It's not, for example, this guy's. There's like a row of flats being built, and it's like somewhere nestled in between or something like that. Okay. Well, I'll have to run my contacts, and I'll be supervising that area, but then I'll send a text to Miles and I'll ask status, question mark.
And the funny thing is, as you do so, you hear the beep of Miles's phone right onto the stairs as they come down from the rooftop.
So just for the scene, Mumbles would have stayed up the roof a little bit longer to talk with the 2 or the two that came upstairs to join the fight.
Okay. But Miles is right there.
Yeah, I kind of turn to. Oh, Frank.
Drake.
Dead. Michael.
One they call Michael.
Mm-hmm. He's now ashes. I pull out the he's now ashes.
I mean, look around you. This is his legacy.
Yeah, fortunately so.
Did the ones I sent arrive?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't know if they're upstairs, so they probably are. What's the status
So
on
there
here?
were 3 kindred. All the kindred are liberated, I suppose, or there are others that I haven't. Okay.
Well,
Well, the first rodeo is it? This
so
has to be cleaned up.
all right. I'm gonna help out and see if the others need anything, and then get back to work. How much time we have left on daylight? Dawn.
You have about 4 hours left.
All right.
Mumbles would have given you the
Right.
backpack, by the way, with the laptop.
Thank you. Yeah. So I'll help out in D-Sake and the others here, and I'll get back to work on cracking the laptop.
There are no state kindred, Miles.
Yeah, all of them were dead by Frank. So
Oh, okay. Then I thought they were some left. Oh, you dealt with them. Okay. I thought there were some
so
left.
are you going to be working on the laptop here in the quarters?
I believe so.
Okay, so you pull up.
This is a compromise asset, Miles. There must have been someone who heard something. Think, come on. 12 bodies, what happens if the cops show up again? Because mysterious tip or even generic mortal comes to own.
Alright, let me do a security check first of all to see if, in that case, let's do a security check to see if there's any shouting or whatever.
Already dealt with. It produces the ammunition.
Alright. If it's okay, can I do like instead of using the laptop first, can I do like I don't know, like I'll use like whatever security. I think I was given access to the security system, right, Mumbles?
Yeah, that was like earlier when you were like looking through the footage, right? Yeah. Like she trusts you. Yeah.
I'll go through there, have a bit of stuff. I'm gonna basically check through the cameras to see and check on like if there were any like basically emergencies or alerts in our area due to the ensuing vampire kindred coming in and decimating like 12 guys. So basically, like any police were called or any.
I mean, definitely, if there's CCTV footage, you need to destroy it.
Yes, I'll be doing.
You can roll. Yeah.
Sure.
Roll.
That's technology on my end, I imagine. Wits or intelligence, sorry.
Just whichever. It's a difficulty of 2.
I'll use wits. That is 4 successes.
So you notice that her security footage machine has been completely squashed, trashed. Like it's one of those. The minute you didn't even recognize it on, if it wasn't for the fact that you knew where to look, you wouldn't recognize the equipment.
Jesus. Okay.
So yeah.
All right. That's bad. If I pull out my phone and I don't know, my phone has been fully secure. I want to basically I want to check if there's been any alerts of were there any calls done to like the police or like any ones coming here to check out what's
With
happening?
a quick surveillance of
Yeah.
what's going on at the moment in the area of alerts and such,
Yeah.
nothing has been brought to anyone's attention.
Okay.
So this is off the radar completely at this point.
Operator completed for now.
This
Yeah. Okay.
this might be a good time where then Mumbles re-enters, because the only thing she wants to do is just like have a chat, and then they're probably like walking down the stairs.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going through my the stuff and I say nothing on the alerts. Pretty dead quiet.
Is there any?
Hey, Mumbles.
She kind of looks through the trashed room and she asks, "Is there any chance find footage? Like that's destroyed, but like."
What do you want footage for? Like of what happened, of how he got in and all that?
Yeah, and also for us to take in case, well,
Well,
for our evidence.
I'm going to kind of scour through and say, "Oh, no promises." When you when you go by Squash, I imagine, Don, this is like the hard drive is like there's no way to recover the stuff from it. It's been thoroughly okay. It's been done. Yeah, I kind of just look to Mumbles. Nothing. Wish I could recover, but once you decimate, I mean, the way the security system looks like, at least the hard drives and the footage before, they're not going to be recovered. The hard drive is toast.
Let me just
like
check something really quick. Hold on.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Okay. No, that was close though. No, your team did not connect the system to the cloud, so not even that's stored there.
So I say there's no way this is going to recover, fortunately. Hard drive's busted. Looks like, based on what the others, what your they're kind of telling me, no cloud safe, so we got no evidence of any footage that was done here. So, which is, to be fair, a blessing and a curse. The blessing being the attack didn't happen.
Really, beach.
Yeah. The problem is we don't know how it happened, the order of events. So it's a blessing and a curse.
What about the cameras themselves? And she looks up.
I can. I mean, I'll just need to. I'll bring my stuff out from the car and see if I can set that up and connect to it and see if anything was captured from there.
I'll try and bring them down for you.
Sure.
And she'll grab a ladder probably from like a maintenance closet.
Yeah.
Also, could we safely say that since this is like a vampire HQ, that she's got some blood bags stored somewhere? Like maybe a fridge in the security room, or...
Even if you do, he's trashed the place to the point that they probably burst. If you're lucky, if you're lucky, you find one, but I'll allow a roll for that.
Sure. What do you want me to roll?
So just an investigation type of roll.
Wits or intelligence?
So let's go with wits.
What's investigation?
And investigation.
3 successes.
Yep, you're lucky. You have at least one blood bag.
Yeah, she'll down that happily.
But this is not the way you normally feed, so...
No, she doesn't really like it.
Yeah.
You can just kind of see like a permanent scowl just like on her face, like she's not happy. And she'll get a ladder and she'll start bringing the cameras down.
I'll bring my stuff from my the stuff I took out from my house.
The tech stuff.
Yeah, tech stuff. Also, which comes with a laptop or probably a laptop as well, like a pretty high-end laptop. And as I'm actually doing that, if it's okay, as I'm doing it as well, and before I connect all the stuff, and as Mumble's doing, I'm also going to go to Frank and say, hey, let's cooperate on this because I want to retrace the events of how this happened, how it started, using just standard detective work.
All right.
So, with the help of Frank, we and him, I like to basically we'll take our investigation skills together and see like how the heck did this guy start this thing? How were 12 guys overwhelmed by
Lose my shit, man. Crime scene. So, intelligence investigation. Specialty. 1 second.
It'd be a co-op roll, if that's okay, Don?
Yep.
Okay. Intelligence investigation. Two successes.
And Frank goes Robo.
Glitched.
Yeah. And he glitched us in the process. Oh Jesus.
So he obfuscated.
Hold on.
I have 5 successes, okay?
Okay,
got
so
two.
we're back with
I've got
5
two.
successes. So, yeah. Frank, you take the lead. You've been around the place for a while now. You've kind of started to observe the situation. This guy, full on, just burst right through the place with intensive speeds. So it would be something like the Flash moment, if you will, that kind of caught everyone off guard, and in the process, like, just dismembered who he could, disboweled who he could, impaled who he could, in the process using his surrounding as pretty much a punching bag in frustration. So yeah, this was premeditated very clearly, that this is what he wanted to achieve. Whether to this extent of damage or not, well, it's an overkill at this point.
All right. I bring all the tech stuff, lay it out in the security room, plug everything
Why not?
in.
Is anything more specific though? I don't know. Like, it's sounds a little bit like the basic premise, right?
What are you looking for exactly? Because I mean, you're just investigating of how he managed to get through all this, and this is basically what the best I can give you. Now, if you're looking for something specific with a 5, I can kind of elaborate more,
Exactly. Like,
but I need to know what you're looking for. Like,
did he drop anything given the high speeds he was going through? Maybe, like sometimes some things fall and you're running and your wallet falls or the card falls.
unfortunately, Mikhail was never one to hold anything on his person,
Fair enough.
so
Getting good and all that.
nothing really fell off his person as the process happened.
Maybe one of the mortals had something which could help, but up to you.
Essentially, they were in his way. As per what happened to the mortals, seeing that, well, they were violently just dismembered. There's really no clue more than what you see around you. It's a complete mess. It's like, imagine trying to walk in to a place, which has been torn apart. I mean, trying to find...
I roll for willpower because of the blood, it's Bay PTSD because of crime scene. Bay were vampires and there's a shit ton of blood. They have successes. So I'm like, keeping it in. Isles.
Yeah. Go there.
Where's Tatiana?
She just disappeared. The last that Mumbles told me, anyway.
Right here. She kind of like goes like she's like, I'm right here. She's struggling a little bit with like the clawed hand, but like she's getting used to kind of navigating it.
Miles is just plugging in, like like the thousands of wires you need to like get this all set up. Like, okay, I need to put this here. I need to get this in there. But yeah,
She
Disappeared, you say?
yeah. In a moment like that, unless you are a particularly social butterfly, one might turn to others for verbal support, but she'll be alright. Although I have no doubt in my mind that we will have another mastic. But I'm gonna start with this one first. Once she's done with the cameras, she'll put them next to Miles, like in a nice, neat little row. And she's gonna start making some phone calls in regards to what happened, to make sure that the families get compensated and that kind of stuff.
As she does that, plug all the cameras into the system, and once that's all done, I start my work on checking if any footage was left from the attack.
So
course,
just so you are aware as you're doing this, like Mom's is kind of like she's doing that on the phone pace, but she's walking back and forth, but like she's behind you
Yeah.
because she's curious.
I think I have a good let me use what I tend to do, props.
Nice.
If the camera doesn't fall from, there you go, Miles' laptop. Then he does his starts on his work. Also,
So just like so you managed to recover part of the earlier footage of the night, and just what seems to be like a flash and a gust of wind passing through the building as things flew up and people were thrown about. And it wasn't like he was passing through, but he actually took his time to just make a mess until eventually the camera went out as well.
I'm just imagining like Miles sets it up the frame by frame, and at each frame is just him like moving like a meter doing something, a meter doing something, He's just pressing on the plus button on the keyboard, just going.
Yeah, you also see that his demeanor was semi-wolf form at some point, and back to himself. Like you clearly can see that he's been using potency quite a bit in the process. So sorry.
And a lot of celerity.
Yeah, and celerity. At that point, the thing just goes right in front of you. So basically, the static appears, but like from time to time, it would shoot out like blobs of broken footage. What was around.
Yeah.
And for the most part, it was static in a way of like whatever was the mess happened, until eventually you come to the point where it was closer to the time you guys arrived, where you see yourselves kind of step in, and then it goes back to static, and then we see Frank on his own, and he's just looking around. You see him at one point, you see him unstake one of the kindreds, as you know, he kind of pats him on the shoulder and he leaves, but it's so broken up, the footage, that it's kind of hard. You at one point you kind of see just like that bottom half of Frank just walking around together stuff, and you realize that he actually found one of the guns in one of the hidden compartments. So it's more, but it's so broken up, like it's that's what you find.
So when Mouse comes to that part, where Frank is in the image, you kind of feel like her clawed hand on your shoulder. She's not like pressing or something. And she's just like, can you rewind, play it again, please?
I'll try. I'll rewind a little bit. Is there okay.
And she's gonna look really close at the screen.
Yeah, it's just like a 2 second frame, so
like she sees that the blood is being fed, then on stake, and then the physical touch.
well, so it was Rice, then there's a cut on Frank from one of the cameras where he's just unstaking the guy. You can see that's basically he kind of helps him up and he gives him a pat on the shoulder as he tells him to go up. But you don't see any of the feeding or anything like that on the footage. It cuts a bit after that.
That's also a little meta, but okay.
Not really.
Yes,
I
this
think-
visual upstairs. Anyway,
Well, you don't know certain. I'm gonna need to roll, I think, for frenzy. I think this is the
Why?
time.
Oh.
Because she knows something
no, you don't.
went wrong.
You need to tell us how.
Because she had a chat with the vampire that came upstairs. They talked about downstairs. She's like, hey, Frank, like, unstaked you and sent you up here. And he was like, no, I don't
Yeah,
know.
no clue. Yeah, because you told him to forget.
No, I didn't. No. I told him you're my best friend, and then I said the people upstairs need you.
You told them to forget.
No, I didn't. It's level doesn't tell you forget. I told him just he's my best friend, and I only did on
Yeah,
one guy.
Yeah, only the one guy who went upstairs.
To my knowledge, I told everyone to go upstairs,
All right,
but
so
leave
hold
it
on,
to
wait.
Don.
I just need to clarify something here really quick. If you
Yeah.
didn't tell him to forget, then he knows that he fed from you, right? He's aware that you reinstated him through feeding.
He didn't specify that much, but forgetful mind would tell him only that I'm his best friend.
Okay.
No.
No, I just want to hold on. Okay. I just want to clarify. The individual that you helped, the kindred, the one you unstaked, you fed him so he'll be able to restabilize. Yes?
Exactly.
Cool. So you stabilized him, you unstaked him, and then you altered his memory by
Right.
saying that you are friends. Right? But you did not alter his memory about you feeding him. So this would be knowledge that he still has, which he can share to Mummbles. Am I saying that correctly? He would
have made him the best friend. So
Yeah,
it depends on if you tell your best friend certain things or not.
I mean, he's just like, he would have been like, you know what, man? Like, Frank is so cool. Like, he actually unstaked me and he resuscitated me through, feeding me a bit of his blood. And he's so like, dude, he's like the best, kind of moment. Does that make sense?
I mean, level 3 with all that successes, I'd say just a friend.
Okay.
So, it's if you're unconscious, right? If you fall on the floor and you're resuscitated somehow, and there's a guy you don't know, he's like, "Hi, I'm the first aid caller." You don't be like, "Shamanitli, momently." You should be like, "Do you want help or no?" That's what I'll be saying.
All right. So, tell you what, let's go for a quick cut off here, and let's regroup.
Yes. Let me find.
All right, so we are back. We did go through the footage. There is this whole thing about overriding his memory about, the kindreds being told that you guys are friends. Footage simply shows that Frank unstaked the dude and kind of pat him on the shoulder, and the guy just kind of went out of shot. There was no sign of feeding. So it all boils down to, does Mumbles... So Mumbles has this really wretched gut feeling something's not right, even with the conversation she had with said kindred. We're just gonna see what the dice is gonna tell us, and we move forward with that. At difficulty 5, we're going to go with resolve. And what makes sense? Let's have a look. Characters.
Investigation or awareness, maybe.
So resolve and awareness. Let's see how aware, like, we're going with a gut feeling here.
Could I make a case as well that maybe I can add a bit of streetwise into it? Because it's like a thing of, you know,
No,
you're trying
because
to...
streetwise is
Okay.
more to gauge, like,
Discipline.
street stuff.
More occult, maybe, if you had.
Or yeah, if you had a... Well, she has 1 dot in a cult, according to this one, so... But it won't be enough, so... And... Yeah, resolve and awareness. We are at hunger 3.
Hmm?
Alrighty.
Let's see.
That's a bestial failure.
You know, I think that works, actually. Yeah, I think that works. If you're kind of on track with what I have in mind, or I need to... Or you can choose, it's up to you.
You have had the worst 2 months in the history of the time you've been on this god-forsaken rock. Things just got worse and worse. You've kept your cool. You've been called a dog by Gregory. You've been questioned about your abilities by a lot of people. You have lost people, and despite that you are a hard exterior, at your hunger level, the beating over and over on your hard rock exterior from the waves and waves. Tonight, that scene of Frank helping a kindred, and the fact that the kindred seems to be really on the side of Frank and almost disregarding you completely as your trying to find the right words, like your subordinate.
Superior subordinate.
The fact that your claws are just there hanging out and you can't do jack shit, despite that you resolve the whole issue. This is the night. It's a fuck it time. You want to take it out on someone tonight. It's gonna be that moment where the beast is like, you know what? We've been here before. You've danced the nice dance. Kick the bucket.
Frank! You just have to keep making fucking problems for me. Haven't you? Shut up! I warned you what would happen if you would start making problems with me, Frank. I warned you. And may Cain be my fucking witness. I tried to go through your insufferable attitude time after time, and I thought, you know, it's just a personality quirk. It's fine. I tried many times to extend the olive branch, and you just go ahead and fuck with my guys. Fuck with their memory. Now what am I supposed to think? It's for their own good? You are fucking with me. You don't want to be part of this coterie. You just want to have what we have. Because no one can have anything if it's not you. You just have to take things that belong to other people. Haven't you? I'm so fucking done with you. I am this close to put you out of your fucking delusional misery.
You notice that her own kindreds have come down with the burst of emotion from Mummbles, but they look ready to pounce onto Mummbles at this point. They look like they're ready to kind of like hold her down, like she's not, you know, she clearly is not of sound mind to be dealing with such situations, so it looks like you have a bit of a backup here at the moment.
Mom's just gonna look to Miles.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, what's Miles?
Miles right now is like in his chair in his security. He's not doing anything for now. He's got his hand just in case in his coat pocket. He's not like going for anything. He's just waiting to see what happens. He's just being aware.
Okay.
Right.
And Frank activates obfuscate.
Does he have vanish?
You would have done it when you were not looking.
How can I not be looking at you when I'm shouting at you?
So,
Sorry, I clocked on about it.
Also, I think it is fair to say if she's like having an angry, shouty, ranting moment, I'm about this close to killing you, and if she notices he's gonna try something, I think we should roll for that.
You don't have sense the unseen, come on.
So,
Well, you have to do something.
We can
first.
resolve this properly, yeah.
So one of the guys actually like, boss, calm down. Like, he's only trying to help.
Yeah, that's probably what he told you to think, and she just keeps looking. Just look at him like she is so done. It feels like everybody in the room, she just needs the slightest provocation to just go at his throat.
Boss, all we're saying is it's been a long night, tough. You've had to deal with that Russian dude, the little girl, she ran off, things aren't. It's been look at the place. Look at the place. Like,
you know what? You're right. Let's resolve this calmly. Frank, did you alter my guys' memory? I think, Miles, that is answer no. And she's gonna start walking closer. We talked about this, Miles. I told you that one day this would come. I knew it would fucking happen.
You see the guy is kind of like, whoa, 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 as you approach Frank closer to kind of come between you and him. Just kind of like, you know, that confrontational moment between two people and they're just like trying to hold you back. It's like, boss, come on. Like,
Wait. Did I obfuscate or not? Done.
You didn't manage to do so successfully just as yet because she has her eyes locked on you. That's my only issue here.
Alright.
So...
Alright. Let's call it insurance, Mumbles.
Insurance against what?
Against such cases.
Do you know the tale of Odin and Fenris? Frank? By you fearing the wolf, by you fucking with it at every turn, trying to prevent it from killing you because you think it's going to, you made it happen. I have been nothing but understanding to you, even when you were trying to eavesdrop in my own fucking personal business. I said, you know what? Fair enough. But this goes too far. I will not kill him. No. Tie him up, please. And she looks between Frank and her guys.
one of the guys on the further side, closer to Miles, is looking at Miles is like, help us, like this is going out of hand. And the guys are like, listen, we don't want to rub you the wrong way, but I don't think taking orders like that right now with you not, I mean, with your claws out, I mean, come on.
Question to Mumbles. Based on your emotional state as you are, can I discern that you are in hair's breadth of going to frenzy?
She went from completely angry
Yeah.
to instantly calm in 1 second.
Okay.
Something switched on.
Okay. All right. I'm going to look at the others, and Miles just looks at the others. He's still in his chair right now. Again, he's still in his coat pocket, but he's not going to say anything.
Well,
They look over to Frank,
what?
and Frank is like,
I put my hands up like this.
the one that's you said that you are friends. He just kind of says "mi dispiace," and he kind of grabs handcuffs that he's holding on his belt, and he just kind of grabs one of your hands and ties them behind your back. The other two are still trying to keep Mumbles at a distance from you. And yeah.
Miles, can you do me a favor and keep an eye on him? And she's gonna turn and see if amongst this rubble she can find one of the stakes that have been removed from the other kindred.
I am keeping. I'll look towards Frank. I'm I'm kind of teetering on. I have my auspex on just in case. Specifically, we'll go with heightened senses for now. Maybe swap to sense 17 later on. But I'm not doing anything.
Okay. You do notice, Miles, that the guy who handcuffed him winked at Frank, though.
I kind of give a squint there.
So where do I take him, boss? Like, are we just gonna?
Do I find a stake?
You do find. Well, no, you don't really find a stake, but you could make one out of a leg from one of the chairs.
Yeah, she's gonna probably snap one of the table legs in half.
Okay.
Don't worry, you just need to keep him still. And she's going to take the table leg and she's going to try and stake Frank.
The guy turns around the minute he sees us, and he goes like, "Adesso."
What does that mean?
He's
Now.
Now.
Oh, as soon if he says that, she drops the stake and she'll just go straight for Frank's throat.
Roll.
What do we roll? Dex brawl, strength brawl.
So we're going for, well, Mumbles is going for strength brawl, and you're going for dexterity brawl, or
I could do something.
or dexterity athletics if you just want to kind of run it away. Go, have at it. PvP.
Can I use level 2 dominate
Which
as a
dominate?
mesmerize? Dominate.
Oh, dominate.
Which one are you
Level
doing, though?
2.
Which level? should I do?
Mesmerize.
Okay.
You're using this on Mumbles or on?
And I'll just the
Instead
command
of
is simply
attacking, then.
stop basically, or
All right, so you're not going to run away. You just want to try to make her stop. Sure, I'll allow it because I mean, you can't do both, so it's either or
Exactly.
situation. And this is your decision you took. Okay, sure, I'll allow it.
I'll rouse. I think I do. However, I was on hunger too, so I'll keep that. Okay. So I think it's resolve versus with. Sorry, manipulation versus. There's a role she'll have to
Yeah.
counter.
Yeah, she's looking it up.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. And just in case, Dawn, it wasn't clear. When I said like it seemed like something had switched on. Remember when we were talking about riding the wave?
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about.
It's in the notes.
Probably what she means is that there'll be added difficulty because of beast.
The beast of failure.
Not the beast of failure, the beast.
Ah.
Alright. We're talking about the frenzy stuff, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, but so like I had sent in the message, so riding the wave is basically
Yeah, I see it, yeah.
Oh, okay, there we go. I just need to find. Intelligence and resolve.
Okay. Right. My might is here we go. Bye.
What?
What? What's happening? What's happening? Done.
Oh, he's muted.
Yeah, I'm asking like what's happening exactly. I'm confused.
You said something and then you went on mute. Oh. Well, we need to. If Frank's trying to dominate, then we need to roll it. So.
Yeah. Okay. So we can decide that, like grown-ups, I have. You know what? Let me roll on the Shadow Law. Let's confer the score.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I appreciate that.
The mesmerize roll is manipulation dominate versus intelligence resolve, unless we're going with a different test, since this is a sort of like an initiative test where I don't know.
And just keep in mind, if you are trying to make her do something that's against what she wants or her nature, it will be more difficult for you. Because at the moment, she's done. She wants to attack you. She wants to.
Miles, you're the referee for this one.
Me?
Yep.
I don't do it. You're the GM, man.
Apparently not anymore.
What?
What do you mean?
Miles, in character, you're gonna be the referee. Enjoy.
I'm not doing anything.
Okay, cool. You're not doing anything. I love this.
I'm letting these two hash it out between them.
I'm so confused.
Okay. So 4 successes he got.
Yeah.
And then it is.
So I need to beat it. Alright, I'm definitely gonna spend the willpower on that. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a tie. So it depends, I think, on.
Did you, Frank? Are you going to spend willpower yourself?
I mean, I don't think you can do it like after you rolled and the other person's rolling against it.
Okay, fair enough.
But I think the thing we need to, if
for
his
the
command,
sake of the draw, how would you? Sorry.
Is it the draw?
For the sake of the draw.
I thought it was 4 versus 5.
Would you say that we're like kind of?
oh, you're right.
Really like there's like
1,
a
2, 3,
stop
4. 1, 2.
and,
No, Frank has 4 and I have 5.
She beat you, Luke. She got 5, you got 4.
No, draw then. Sorry.
Because of the willpower. No worries.
That's I'll try and spend. Lala, I got. So you bet me by 2,
By 1.
by 1.
But
I bet you by 2, but for the sake of the narrative, I won't. I'll sacrifice my dice for a narrative. Maturity, let's call it that. So there's maybe this moment where we clash and there's this pause and then we're like family conflict. But what do you think, Miles, as the ref?
Position. I mean, Miles not doing anything, but fucking as a player who sees this, I'm just gonna go with the player. I'm gonna go with the player rules. I'm gonna have a chat with you, Don. I'm gonna have a play. But as a player, basically the action of mesmerize doesn't happen because it was she resisted. So then it's up to Mumbles to take the action of what she wants to do.
yeah, she's gonna attack.
So then
That's a critical of 7 successes.
Oh Jesus!
Unhalved, aggravated.
So then it's Luke to evade.
We can't because he used dominate as his action.
But no, it's still.
How many successes did you get?
7. And unless you have fortitude, you can't soak it.
No, I don't, and no, I don't soak it. But 5, so mostly I would have tried to dodge out of the way or something like that. But
you, this is what I'm saying. You chose as your action to try and dominate her. You can't then also evade.
And well, in this case, but you were okay. So in this case, because there was action resist from your end, he could also technically resist. If that makes sense.
Manually, I short on my resistance. Just I got less.
Am I right on? Am I correct? Because you were able to because you made the roll to resist his influence, right, Mumbles?
Okay, I see what you're saying. Sure. Yeah. No, I understand.
You still hit him for 2 aggravated damage?
No, superficial, but like...
Superficial, sorry.
No, aggravated.
Superficial almost halved.
Yeah. No, it's close.
If 5, it's superficial, not half.
Oh, was it aggravated?
It's aggravated. Feral weapons is aggravated.
That's well, we check. We will check. This is Protean.
Yeah, it is aggravated. Because that's what
when activated, the vampire adds +1 modifier to their brawl and causes aggravated damage, health damage to mortals. Superficial damage inflicted from feral weapons is not halved. So it specifies aggravated damage to mortals, though.
Oh, okay.
So, at least in the rulebook I have.
Yes.
This is V5, right? That's what we're doing.
Yes, V5. It says superficial damage, but not half. So it's like a knife or a melee weapon. Any slashing melee weapon.
You're right. Yeah.
So only 2 superficial damage, and then it's up to the goons in terms of what they're doing, because they saw their own leader go up and.
But you rolled in the bot, like you said you would, or no?
No, he rolled IRL.
Oh, so we just.
That's what I got 5. So.
You got 5.
It's best if we do this without the rolls, but fair enough. So what's next?
I don't know.
To
I'm
answer
not
the
in this.
Goon question, they've never seen Mumbles like this. They did not expect to see Mumbles like this. They are kind of like
Okay, then the question is
do
the
we want to
intent.
be in between them? Like, I don't want to die. I almost died earlier. I don't want to die today. You know, by another fucking gangrel from all things. You
What's
know?
his friend? What is Frank's friend doing? Turn.
Well, he's currently on to the side. He thought that Frank by now would have like disappeared, ran off into the night or something. So he's just there witnessing the entire situation a bit in horror as he sees Mummbles just slash into Frank and is like,
Can I shout out one thing before
Yeah.
we go until we next? She's gonna shout to, like, I've kind of lost my being angry kind of saying. She's just very calmly, she said, I told you this was gonna happen. I need your help.
To me.
Yeah, to Miles.
All right. Give me a moment. I have to think what Miles will do.
so that's
Okay. I think Miles is what he's going to do. What do you think? I don't know what to do here.
I don't know, dude. Like, what would Miles do in a situation where things just
Pretty
escalated?
much, yeah.
I
So,
mean,
well, I
Does
think
it help? Does it help if we do a little fact list, like the factual things that happen in order?
No, I know what. No, he knows what is
If there's
happening.
anyone-
I'm just trying to think. Would he get in the way? Is the question. Would he listen to? Would he agree with you to like get in the way and like help you out, or would he just kind of stay on the side?
I guess
Because I think
this-
since I'm being indecisive, I'm going to say that because I'm being indecisive as Miles.
also
hope
not to
that-
mention that it is a moment of this is what you would be doing had you kind of just lost it completely a night or two ago.
So
Because you and Mumbles as characters share very similar in loss and frustration. Frank, on the other hand, has not.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Miles can relate to this moment. Now, this can be a
Yeah.
moment of looking at Mumbles and go like, fuck, that could have been me 2 nights ago with the Bruja.
Yeah.
You know? So it's a mirror reflection of what could have been. So I understand that potentially don't want to get involved. I don't know if it's inspirational to kind of convince Mumbles not to lean into the beast at this point.
She asked for your help. Technically,
Yes,
how
yeah.
you how you
Yeah,
interpret
how
that is
I
up to
interpret the
you.
help, yes. So I'm going to basically look straight to you, knowing that you flipped, and I say, I'm not going to help him out, but I can't help you out if you're going to be in that state. Find the calm. Find the human in you, whatever's left in there. I don't know if I can make a contested roll to try and basically calm the beast down with that statement.
Would be
Can we
hard,
can
but
flip a coin, maybe?
50-50
I
shots?
don't have a coin on me though.
How about this? Let me make a roll. Let's roll a D10.
roll a D6. Yeah,
Let's roll
with D10.
a D10 because that's what we're using. Where was the D10s? I rolled D10 on chat.
Let's make it more,
Odds. Oh, okay.
let's make it more fun.
Okay.
You're
sure.
trying to compel.
Yeah, I'm trying to compel the beast
she's-
in.
But she's not looking at him though. That's the issue. He can't
Fair
use
enough.
dominate.
I can't. No, I'm not
Can
dominating.
you have? No, maybe you have leadership or persuasion.
Well, let's hear
You,
what Dawn
it,
says.
it
Let's hear-
depends. It depends on what Miles is gonna say. I think.
That's what I said. The statement I made.
Social skills. Social skills.
Right. So, Miles,
What is going to be done? Yes.
I need you to go for
Yeah.
either charisma or composure. That is your decision. Okay.
Composure is my highest stat. So, and what do I have to
And
roll?
persuasion.
Use.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
I'll consider
Persuasion,
it.
composure. Okay.
Okay.
You're keeping calm.
And Mumbles, I need you to roll 5
Oh.
red dice.
I can do that. Let me just see if I can just
Do
roll.
I get any modifiers on this matter? Potentially, or no?
If you want, because I would say a 1, because I don't know, if Frank were to do it, he'd definitely be on a minus. But you have some history with Mumble, so
That's
my humble suggestion.
that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking Don, and also maybe
What's in your advantages? Do you have anything?
I have no advantage. I have no advantage in persuasion. I have about 5 dice I can use in my I have 5 dice right now. That's why I'm asking. I'm asking if there's, because of the relationship we have with Mumbles, and I know the situation she's going through. Do I get any bonus to this, or no? Because my statement was crap.
I think what would be interesting for Mouse to remember is that every time that she talked about, the possibility of getting rid of Frank, like she didn't say it and she was like, "Ooh, let's go kill him." Like she didn't like that she had to do it.
She didn't like to do it. Yeah.
I think it's not, Mouse knows her more enough that she feels like she needs to, like she's been put in the corner and she needs to do
She's
something.
put in a corner. Yeah. So would that knowledge in hand, would a +1 die roll be made on this?
I'll allow it.
Okay. And based on my roll, I will make a statement out of it because I think that makes it more interesting. Because if I fumble it, I can make a poorer statement. Or the difficulty is 3. Is that 3 successes from Mumbles? Yes, 3.
Well, I rolled 3 dice. I don't know if they correspond to 3 successes.
They do, yeah.
Nope. You know what? I'll burn a willpower for this. Let's burn willpower. Why not? 3 dice roll because I got 3 normal failures at difficulty 2. 2 successes only.
So what's he gonna say?
3 says he's going to fumble on his words. He tries to say something, but nothing comes to his mind as he tries to
like panic.
He just panics. I think that is the social role. It doesn't help the situation. He makes it. I don't think it makes it worse. He just doesn't help.
Yeah.
So there you go. Actually, so in that case, since he's with that, I think they are given an action to do something, both of them. I think after that, then Miles can try to something else. I think I know what he would do next.
And I think it's fair, since Frank started last turn, I think it's fair that I start this turn with my action.
Sure. That's fine. I'll disagree.
She's gonna try, just like, well, Miles will have seen this upstairs, but she's gonna try and step behind him so that he can't try and dominate her again. She's gonna try and turn
go behind Frank,
behind his back, and just make sure that I kind of keep my eyes on him, but not look him in the eye, because she's not stupid.
Are you using celerity?
If Dawn feels like I need to do that, then yeah. But this is just kind of flavoring what she's doing. It's not just stab.
You are maneuvering yourself to basically be away from his eyesight.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So that's the action she's doing.
Yeah. Also, by the way, if you're worried, this is totally not gonna be she's just gonna try and torpor him. This is not gonna be final death. That's her goal, just to be completely transparent and hopefully calm any nerves.
Yep. Okay.
Frank will put his hands up, walk slowly outside, looking at Miles, and looks him in the eye. And I know that, the whole, but then he'll smile and he'll be like,
I don't think you're walking anywhere, buddy.
Okay, so are you doing a maneuver then a strike? Is that what I'm hearing, Mumbles?
Yeah, so it's kind of like, because she got in his face and just kind of like did a wild strike like that. But now, like, that she's in the fight mode, like, she try and sidestep and stab him in the back, basically, with the claws.
All right.
What
Okay.
did you get?
8 successes.
As you feel your claws go right through, in a split second, Frank, you just feel the tips kind of pierce your back. As between you and Mumbles, the other guy swishes in really quick. And he looks right at you, Mumbles, and says, let you do this. And he kind of holds on to you, keeping you stuck there. As Frank, despite the moment of like, what was that? As the points kind of go
Like
onto
shivers
his
up
back,
your spine. Shivers up
he
your
just
spine.
walks off away.
I'm following him. Not chasing, just following him.
Well,
For dramatic's sake, I suppose there's blood on Frank's torso and abdomen, and obviously, I would say that there's a -2 penalty for damages. And then there's Miles, and Frank is like, again, smiles. I'm not sure if what you're making out of it, Miles, as you know, the Malkavian and the Tremere. And it's like you see Miles.
He's not smiling at you. He's just kind of looking at you as you're gonna go.
He doesn't run, obviously. He cannot. Just quickly walks away. And is like, walk with me, Miles.
He will say, no, I've got business here.
I would like to struggle out of the person's grip, please.
I will say to Frank, I'll say this. I don't know what you did inside when we were probably fighting Michael, so I'm not going to accuse you of anything or that matter. But
Jesus,
if you did do what you did, what she accused you, that was a dumb move. The
7 on a messy crit.
That's all I'm saying.
I am suppose you're entitled to your opinion.
Aren't we all?
Chelsea. Well, anarchs. Better let us have an opinion.
Yeah, no, I can't.
I recommend you don't come around here a mess, or at least cause any trouble for now. Well, that's all in my opinion.
I don't intend to. Let me know if you need something. See you around, Miles, Jake, Kuzaya. For flavor, and only for flavor, I would just say your old police number. And then just give you a smile and keep on.
I'll see him off. I say nothing to him. I'll keep an eye on wherever he goes before I go inside. I'm going to the office, back inside the Mumbles Inc. She's still being held.
Yeah, he has her claws stuck inside of him, and he's still holding her, like, with a very strong.
I look at the goons. I look at the goons Get him out. Get him out of the clutch now.
Well, the goons are dead. It's the other kindred, you mean?
Kindred.
Oh,
kindred.
the other guys are out. Wait, they're all dead.
Goons are mortals.
No, I mean the other kindred. Sorry, my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, the
My bad.
kindred.
The other kindred inside you. I looked at the other kindred. Get him out of there now.
All right. Okay. So with a bestial failure, as trying to, he's really struggling to hold on to her, like really not taking a moment. Eventually, one of them just kind of, as he's trying to get him off, he
Yep.
does this weird maneuver where Mumbles, you feel your claws kind of just shred through something soft internally, as you see his eyes just all of a sudden like, and he starts to just dust away as you sliced his heart internally. And the other
That's
guys,
what you got.
the other guys were like, shit, Katsu, fuck.
You see what happens when you
This
let
is
your
just
guard
OP,
down?
but nerf is-
See what happens
Okay.
when you let your guard down with a kindred that uses dominate? He killed himself for a person that doesn't give a fuck about him. And she looks them both in the eyes. After we conclude business here, you will make sure that his death doesn't go in vain, or I will kill the both of
The capo is not going to like this.
you. Oh, he's definitely not. Family betraying family. And she spits on the floor.
They kind of shrug, looking at each other, kind of really nervous, and it feels like they're going to start walking on eggshells around you, so they just nervously start to pick things up and start to clear around them, like...
She turns to Miles.
He's coming back in. So, at least I do.
You let him go, did you?
This will probably find him outside.
You're probably obfuscated. Fucking rat that he is. I thought I could count on you. We talked about this. Did you not just see what happened? He dominated my guys for them to give their life for him. And does he want to explain? No. No, he doesn't want to explain it. Because he's got his own fucking agenda. He never wanted to be part of this coterie. You just let him go. When I asked you to help me, you did nothing. I thought you were my friend. Get out of my sight.
He is going to kind of sigh a little bit. He looks around. He picks up the drop steak you did. He gives it to you.
She just smacks it out of it. What the fuck do I do with this now?
Or for me.
For what?
I have no use, as you said.
I didn't say you have no use. I said you were a bad fucking friend. And instead of you saying, oh, I don't know, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, you're just gonna say, go ahead and stake me? What the fuck is wrong with you? I don't want to stake you. You did nothing to me. As opposed to him. I wasn't gonna kill him. I was gonna torpor him. And then figure out what to do after. But this cannot fucking stand, Mouse. He stabbed me in the back. And now you're looking at me like I'm the fucking problem?
You're not the problem. Alright, you weren't the problem.
Thank you. Then why didn't you help me?
Because you let your anger out first. That's why. I understand your anger. I get your fear. But is that going to solve anything? What happens when you kill him?
I wasn't gonna kill him. He's
Yes,
not
what happens?
intentionally.
Okay, what happens if you torpor him? What do you think happens? What's the next action that's going to happen by those, especially on the higher up end?
We'd
I'm not
figure
sure.
out.
Yeah,
We'd figure out everything.
and
We'd
then
figure it out. And
yes,
now
we'd
he's
figure
gonna
it out,
go.
and then what
Now
happens?
he's gonna go away and do whatever fucking plan he thought of doing. Do
And
you
what
think he's just gonna stop at this? Do you think he was just casually whatever he did? He made them forget. Now, why would you want to make someone forget what you did to them?
We weren't even sure on the evidence, okay, on that matter. Even I wasn't even sure on the evidence if he did anything.
Oh,
to them. Now,
the evidence is. Sorry.
Now, yes, now the evidence is shown.
Fucking.
Look, I'm not going to say I did either right or sorry. I'm not going to do anything because I believe that's not right on my end. Okay. I took action. I tried. I did nothing. Yes, I did nothing. I am a terrible friend.
Well, in this instance,
But the kindreds are friends anyway, to be fair.
no one's perfect. But I cannot
Look.
believe this happened. I don't understand why.
Beats
When we were
me as well.
when we were fighting him, the person who's been causing problems for us the entire, what has it been? A week? 2 weeks?
Months more like that, but long time.
He was downstairs fucking with my guys while we were up there fighting for our lives. Now, what the fuck kind of person does that? Doesn't that make you angry?
When you say that, and you look at Miles, you realize Miles almost has like this kind of squinting eye look. And he then chuckles to himself.
This is fucking funny to you now?
No. I guess I don't find anger because I've lost all my anger.
Well, fuck, take some of mine then, because I'm about to fucking burst. Again.
He then looks, well,
I'm just joking, man. Jesus.
you can take it up on a mortal. If you want.
What?
And he,
Fucking desecrate some of these bodies here? No, fuck off.
no, just feed. Feed on some low life that deserves it.
Yeah. Frank, you mean?
You can if you want to go against Frank again. I'm not stopping you to chase after Frank if you want or do anything against him. If you want to do that, go for it.
No. We lost our chance.
Fair enough.
She just looks around, just fucking get it.
I look at the other kindred, I tell them to get off, and I'll kind of look.
Yeah, in fact, one of them was like, listen, it's time up. Sunrise very soon. Let's not risk it. They start pulling the curtains, the blinds, just in case Mumbles decides to stay. They're kind of considerate of her at this point. But
do I have any? Sorry, my apologies to interrupt, but do I have any time to at least go to back to my place?
You do, yeah.
Let's see there. I will look. Want me to come back here tomorrow?
What am I, your mother? You do what you want. Everybody just does whatever the fuck they want. They don't fucking care. At least, you know, Tatiana is a fucking savage. Yeah, but at least she fucking cares about me. Well, or maybe until she stabs me in the fucking back too. Just actions louder than word, Miles. Do whatever the fuck you want.
You give them no? Alright. No. See you tomorrow then.
See you tomorrow.
We had
Tonight.
We cut,
Tomorrow night.
We cut the scene to Frank. He parks his car illegally onto the side of a roundabout, gets out of his car, and heads from underneath the arches, the iconic arches of Hazebouch. He knocks on the door, and a guy opens and go like, "So you're staying here tonight? I got your message."
Nods.
All right. Before we decide to let the sun rise quickly, tell me what's next, boss. And we'll end the scene here. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Quite intense. A whole new roundabout of emotions there. Until next time, dear kindred. Bye-bye.
Don't swear.
Nice.
No swearing.
Okay, no swearing it is.
And you're off.
Oh boy.